Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
No one's behind me, so I can just stand here. So I decided tonight to talk right at the beginning and then not talk again. Ever. And one of the things I've always loved about this service style is just getting lost in the music and then the little silent breaks in between. So I wanted to kind of have that experience tonight. There's one thing we'll read together, but besides that, we'll really be focused on the music. And I encourage you as we go to look at the words, and some of them might start as seeming archaic or words that don't obviously relate to you or the world we're in. They're psalms, they're kind of, traditional liturgy and Pietim, like little verses that feel old sometimes. But when we sing them over and over again, we have a chance to really digest the words. We find new meaning in them often. And so I encourage you to find your meaning for these words this Shabbat. We have just entered Kislev. We just did, as you see on your handout, Nigun Kislev, the month of Hanukkah. Cheshvan is over, and we're moving forward into the darkness. And when we encounter darkness, Judaism is very clear about what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to add light, right? Whether that is the light of Shabbat, as we lit candles this evening as we came in, or the light of Hanukkah. And each day of Hanukkah we add a little bit more light. We go from 1 to 8 candles. And we're all familiar with that quote that Sarah has on a shirt. A little bit of light dispels much darkness.
Let's see the shirt.
She's not wearing it right now, but she has a shirt with it on. Was that last Shabbat?
All week, so I
This week we read Toldot. Toldot's the story of Jacob and Esau. And Jacob and Esau are brothers, but over time, our tradition has made them kind of mortal enemies, and even to the point of our tradition ascribing Esau as the heir or the progenitor of Rome, where that destroyed all of the Jewish autonomy and the temple, and Jacob, obviously our ancestor that we still pray to and still put in our Amidah and say all the time. And it's a complicated story because Jacob's not a good guy in the story. Anybody that reads the story plainly is like, well, this is not the good guy. But he's our guy. And that's complicated, right? It's complicated for your guy to be the bad guy. How do you deal with that? There's a teaching this week that actually kind of changes the paradigm, and I loved it. I loved it so much that I emailed the rabbi who wrote this week's thing on reformjudaism.org. And she suggests that Jacob and Esau are not necessarily representatives of two different people, but they're instead representatives of different sides of ourselves. That there's Esau parts of us and there's Jacob parts of us. And I don't know which part's the good part and which part's the bad part. They're all complicated. But I love this idea that that Jacob and Esau can be two facets, she writes, of the same personality. Each of us has a shadow personality. And as I was thinking about this moment that we're in with Israel and with the destruction of Gaza and the horrible murders of Israelis, I think a lot of our personalities have come out. And we've also seen a lot of these personalities of others come out. And it's really easy to judge those shadow parts of other people, the dark parts of other people, the parts that you can't fully see, the parts that you can't fully understand, the parts that are deeply entrenched in a person's lived experience and how they were raised and what they learned along the way. And I think this moment calls for us to think of Jacob and Esau with nuance, or the opposite. To think of this moment with nuance the way that we should also think of Jacob and Esau with nuance. That there is no purely right or wrong. I mean, there's a few purely right or wrong. But most people in here, and most people that we are engaging with, have things that we agree with and things that we're like, I don't know that I'm fully with you there. And that's okay. We're not all supposed to perfectly agree. What we're supposed to do is to continue to come together. The end of Jacob and Esau's story is a reunion, is that they come together, not in our parsha this week, but eventually. They come back together and they embrace. And they spend 20 years fighting, fearful of each other, scared of perhaps the shadow personality. And they don't have that sense of brotherhood. They don't have a sense of family. All they have is a sense of fear, a sense of judging the other, a sense of anger and violence. And we have the choice within our hands to not act that way, to not act with anger and violence to those around us, to not act with fear, but to try to remember our values, what we hold dear. We hold dear humanity. We hold dear the value of life and pikuach nefesh and saving lives. We hold dear our security, but also the value of security for others, right? And if you talk to any smart person about Israel, there's no one answer. There's no solution. If there was, if you had it, your name would be on the peace plan, right? But we don't have it. And so that means that everyone is wrestling with this together in their own ways, but also collectively. And we should try our best to give people the benefit of the doubt as they do wrestle with this impossibly difficult moment. We can mourn the Palestinians and the destruction happening in Gaza alongside the destruction of 1,200 Israeli lives, right? It's not a zero-sum game, and we have to remember that. Hanukkah, as we come towards Hanukkah, one of the things that I love about it is that it's not Chag. It doesn't have us step outside of our rhythm when we're adding light to the world. We just live our lives normally, except we add light, right? I mean, not that any of you don't use electricity or drive or whatever on Shabbat, but Hanukkah in our tradition is treated differently. It's treated as a normal day. You can do anything you want. You just also have to light Hanukkah candles. And it reminds us that we can add light to our regular world. It's broken. It is very dark sometimes. But in that normal world, we're not escaping. Hanukkah is not an escape. It's a reminder of our power to add light to this world in the darkest moments of the year. And perhaps in one of the darkest moments of Jewish history in all of our lives, this is also a moment for us to add light to our world, to each other, to our community. Wherever you can add light, we should. So we're going to sing Psalm 97. You'll find it number 2. And I mentioned this last time we sang it, but if you look at this is kind of a two-parter. So we start slow, but eventually we get to Or Zaruach Lat Tzaddik. Light is sown for the righteous. And I really want you to focus as we sing that over and over again. How are you going to bring light? How are you going to bring the righteousness into a world that when we look outside is on fire and broken, and it's our job to add light to that darkness. So we join together in song. I will now shut up for the rest of the service. Shabbat Shalom. I'll sing.
Is that real old, like 80s?
Adonai le'amo iten Adonai yivarech et amo. Adonai le'amo iten Adonai yivarech et amo.
We'll read number 4 together. This was a poem written after October 7th by celebrated Israeli poet Agi Mishol. This translation was found in The Atlantic this week. We read together. Now that death creeps all around, and the pecans are bursting their shells, I hide within Hebrew. Nothing will befall me in innocent writing. Nothing will befall me if I am absorbed into letters. If I don't go outside the line, shrunk to a small dot above the eye,
stuffed inside an O, or into the belly of the sea. A semicolon dripping tears look like heaven. Beloved holy tongue, now that everything is in its own time, and everything now is horror. When the orchard stretches out and the earth is plowed, I do only what Rilke says. Let beauty and terror happen to me without thinking that this is my end.
say one thing that came to mind. There's a story about a kid who sits in the back of synagogue, and everyone's praying, and they all know the words, and the kid's just singing the Aleph Bet. The kid's in the back like Aleph Bet Bet, bothering everybody. And eventually somebody goes and tells the rabbi. And the rabbi comes off the bima and goes to the back and says, "What are you doing? Lily, what are you doing?" And Lily, for the sake of a name, says, "Well, I don't know the words to the prayers, but I wanted to pray." And the rabbi turns to the person that came up to complain and said, "This child is just trying to pray. Like, they're just trying to join with all of us." And if you notice, as we got louder, Lily got louder.
She was singing and reading.
And I just couldn't pass the moment by without sharing that little story that I just love so much. So we love having little people while we pray.
Yes.
We continue with one I don't think we've done before. Once? Throwback. Psalm 92.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון, להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון וחינוך, להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון וחינוך. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון, להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בחינוך, להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בחינוך. להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בחינוך, להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בחינוך. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch li leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Tzidchem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
We turn now to our prayer for healing this evening, and we go around and add our names of our loved ones who need a prayer this Shabbat to the names of many whose names we don't know, who are hurting and broken this week because of the war, because of natural disasters, because sickness just comes sometimes. And we bring all of them into our heart with our own. And we'll go around the room now and share our loved ones' names.
Jordan,
Ellen Crow.
Jeff and Dave,
Carol Hellman.
Lynn Time.
Ray DeGrazia, Bo Park.
Alan Yashinsky. Just those in Israel that are hurt and held and
Compare the words of Moses from Numbers, and you'll find that number 8 on the back. We turn our thoughts now to our loved ones that we lost this year, and we're still in a period of Shloshim. And we're thinking this Shabbat of Richard Hart, Ari's father, fourth week. Also thinking of those we lost at this season and in years past. Leslie Ackerman, the father of Robert Ackerman. John Baum, the uncle of Joe Safier. Bernard Friedman, the father of Diana Friedman. Arthur Golden, the father of Richard Golden. Elizabeth Hill, the grandmother of Audrey Oliva. Victor Liu, cousin of Gracie Newman. Margaret Preston, the mother of Marlene Preston. Sybil Welling Reichel, the mother of Jody Reichel. Carol Rosenblum, the wife of Robert Ginsburg. Sheila Schnegg, the mother of Patty Oppenheim. And Dr. Lawrence Joel Silverstein, the brother-in-law of Ellen Friedman. Is anyone observing a yard site of a loved one that we didn't name and like to share a name? Someone you're thinking of? Obviously, all of the tragic lives lost in Israel and in Gaza are in our hearts as well.
In South Sudan.
On and everywhere, huh? Whole world.
And the whole place.
Mourner's Cottage number 9 on the back. We rise together. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah v'yamad yivrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayei chon v'yom echon v'chayei l'chol Beit Yisrael v'agala v'zman kariv v'yimru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam v'lam be'amaya Yitbarach v'yishabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitormam v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei kedusha b'lechu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'yimru. Amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mrumav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel. May their memories continue to be for a blessing, and we say, Amen. You can be seated, except for those of you giving announcements. I have a feeling I might know who it is.
We're going to say the announcement. Shabbat Shalom, I'm Paul. And
Shabbat Shalom, I'm Tammy.
All right, what's happening tomorrow morning, Jeremy?
9:30, Victoria Cafe.
Then it's Thanksgiving week, so Tuesday through Sunday, the youth group, religious school will be closed for Thanksgiving. Wednesday through Sunday, the ECC and the office will be closed. So our favorite people in the office get some rest, which is good, and restfulness. We're thankful for them.
She's not. She went home. She's getting some rest right now. She has to work all day tomorrow. So.
Next Friday is Shabbat at home, so we will not be here, but we will be together. And then Thursday the 30th is the third part in a three-part series of meditation with Anushka at 7:30 here. Do you have to come to Prague?
No.
So no experience necessary. December 3rd is our Hanukkah family fun day and boutique. Starting at 9, gift fair. And then at 11, there's a concert with Jason Menches, who I'm told is great.
The best.
The best.
The best.
So we should all be there.
Yes.
And then Tuesday the 5th, Tuesday the 5th at 6 p.m., we are having an Israeli rabbi, Galit Cohen Kadin, come and tell us stories of her life in Israel, pray together, and Rabbi Alex was talking about this the other day, and she sounds pretty special, and it's a pretty tremendous time to have a rabbi from Israel come here and spend time with us, so should be good. Again, that's 6 o'clock here.
Scare yourself.
I think dinner served.
Yeah, it's kind of parallel to team program, so we're going to get lots of food that night. There will be dinner, and then we'll have a program with everyone, and then then the teens will go process whatever she said, and the adults will stay with Rabbi Cohen Kedem for a little while to just kind of have a conversation more than a presentation. I really, if you, she is incredibly special. She's just a person that you would really be blessed to meet. I feel very blessed to have come across her and become friendly with her and visit her congregation in Israel. And she reached out, and I was immediately said absolutely. So I hope we can pack the house for her. It's going to be a really lovely evening. Powerful and heavy perhaps, but special and meaningful. And I hope you'll be there.
Tuesday the what?
5th.
Tuesday the 5th.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. The last few words, or the last few lines, excuse me, on the Mourner's Kaddish are the words to our concluding prayer, Oseh Shalom. If you've been here since October 7th, we've been doing this a bit. This very slow to upbeat, standing, clapping. That model actually comes directly from Nava Tehillah, whose circle-style prayer and chanting and music is the inspiration for what we do here in these Shabbats and the rounds. And it's been really powerful to conclude services in this recognizing the heaviness and then lifting ourselves out of it with joyful prayer and dancing and swaying and clapping and going into the rest of Shabbat in I think in the way that we should celebrate Shabbat as a little refuge for a little while, especially when the world's burning like it is these days. So we'll start slow, these last 3 lines here, starting with Oseh Shalom, and we'll lift up, and eventually we'll stand up, and eventually there'll be drums, and you'll clap. If you want to dance, go for it. I know Levi wants to dance. She's going to pop up and just start break dancing back there.
Yep. I heard 2-inch.
No, that's Lily. Levi's the teenager.
Sorry.
Oseh Shalom Bimrova. Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel.
Grab that Kiddush cup. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei beriah gafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzah banu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava u'bratzon hinchilanu זיכרון למעשה בראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים, כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מחדש השבת. Now you can put your hand down and you can drink that, yes.
Is it wine? Hello.
It's juice.
It's grape juice.
Disappointing, I know.
Can you drink it?
Yeah, you can.
Yes,
I'm sure you'll be.
it's holy. Yeah.
Can you undo the challah? Shane.
Hold it up.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Shabbat shalom, Zoom.
No, it's stop singing.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Probably 2 for 1.
Perhaps a combination of the two.
So, you know, when I asked you if that song, that music,